Good morning, boys and girls, and welcome back to math. We are going to start off with today's learning target. I can solve 1- and 2-step problems using categorical data represented with a frequency table, dot plot, pictograph, or bar graph with scaled intervals. So, as you can see, today we're going to be focusing on bar graphs and how to take informational numbers and transform them into bar graphs. So why don't we go ahead and get started with our first question. Here we go. Excuse me. Corrine recorded the number of students getting on her bus at 15 different bus stops. The results are shown in the table below. So what we see here is this is our bus stop. So bus stop 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the number of students getting on the bus. So for bus number 1, we have 5 students. For bus number 2, we have 13 students. Bus number 3, we have 24 students. Bus number 4, we have 4 students. And then bus number 5, we have 2 students. Okay, so we know our information and where the information is coming from, because this information is going to be transformed into a bar graph. Now, let's look at the question. Which graph shows the same information as the table? So we need to make sure that we're reading everything correctly and it matches these numbers, because this is what we're working with. Now, when we are doing bar graphs, you can see where the numbers are written and there's titles. So we need to know which numbers relate to bus stop and which numbers relate to the number of students getting on the bus. So with all of these, it looks like down here at the bottom, that's the bus stop. Okay, so bus stop here, bus stop here, bus stop here. Okay, so all these bar graphs on the bottom, those are the bus stop numbers. So then on this is called the y-axis. So the y-axis tells us the number of students who got on the bus. Okay, so these are the number of students. That's what we're working with. Number of students, number of students, number of students, number of students. Okay, they're all kind of the same and written the same way and organized the same way. But we need to make sure which of these bar graphs match this. So here we go. Let's start with bus number 1. Bus number 1 had 5 students. So bus number 1, 5 students. Okay, that works. So what I'm going to do, boys and girls, just so it's kind of a testing strategy. It's kind of a way to kind of eliminate things really quick. So I'm going to do bus stop number 1 for all of the graphs and see which ones are correct and which ones aren't. So for choice A, this one's correct. Let's go to B. Bus stop 1, number 5. It's between 0 and 5. So B would not be a correct answer. Okay, let's go to C. So bus stop number 1, 5. This could be 1 too. So we have A and C in the running. Let's check D. Bus stop number 1. It stops in between 10 and 15. Basically saying like it's 13 or 14. So D would not be our best answer. So now all we are left with is answer choice A and answer choice C. We've already done bus stop 1, so now let's do bus stop 2. So number 2 had 13. So bus stop 2 had 13. So kind of stops between 10 and 15. That looks pretty accurate. So A could still be in the running. Let's look at C. Bus stop 2, 13. Same thing. It's between 10 and 15, kind of right there. Okay, both of these answers are still in the running. All right, number 3, 24 students. Okay, so number 3, we have, it's right underneath 25. That is definitely closer to 20. 24 is closer to 25, so that could be it too. So then let's look over here. Bus stop number 3, going all the way up. Whoa, hang on. So it is closer to 20 than it is 25. So C cannot be correct, because this is basically saying that this is about maybe 21 or 22, but we're at 24, okay? So it looks like A is our answer. But let's just double check 4 and 5 just in case. Number 4, 4 students got on. 4 right under 5, yep, that looks right. Bus stop number 4 right under 5, yep. And then we have 5 Bus stop 5, 2 students. Right about 2, right about 2. Yeah, so number 3 is basically our indicator, and this is closer to 24 than this one, so that is why choice A is the correct answer. Notice, boys and girls, how I was thinking out loud and showing you and telling you at the same time exactly what I was thinking and how to solve these problems. This is exactly what you need to do when you are doing problems like this on your own. So I am modeling this for you so that you can do the same thing so that you'll know what to do when you're on your own. All right, so that was question 1. Here we go to question 2. Okay, so we have, looks like a different representation of data. So these are tally marks. This is another way of doing a bar graph. It's just going from horizontal instead of vertical. And these are pictographs, so using pictures to kind of help represent numbers. So let's go ahead and read the question. A school keeps boxes of paper of different colors in a room. The table shows how many boxes of each color are in the room. All right, so we have color, which is white, yellow, blue, and red. And then we have the number of the color of paper. So we have white, we have 48 pieces of paper. Yellow is 24, blue, 42, and red, 18. All right. So now we got to be very careful of how we read this question, boys and girls. Which answer choice does not represent the information in the table? So we are looking for a table that does not match. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I was about to sneeze. Oh, my apologies. Okay, let me start over. So which answer choice does not represent the information in the table? So we're looking for one that does not match these numbers, okay? So we're looking for one that's wrong, okay? So let's start with F. Tally marks, so there's 48. So with each tally mark, we always stop at 5, so then we're going to count by 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48. Okay, but we always got to check all of them, boys and girls. We're not just checking one color. You got to do all of them because they're going to try and trick you, okay? These tests are designed to trick you, to make sure that you are paying attention and trying to solve each problem, okay? So now we need to go to yellow. So yellow, 24. 5, 10, 15, 20, 24. Yep, blue. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 42. Yep. Red, 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yep. So F is correct, so we're not going to circle that one because we're looking for the one that's wrong. All right. G. So look at the key, boys and girls. Always look for a key so that you can be able to read these problems carefully. So each picture represents 12. Okay, so white was 48. So 12, and we're going to use multiplication. This is a strategy to kind of help you solve things faster. You can always just go 12 plus 12 plus 12 plus 12, but that takes some time. So this is where multiplication does come in. So we have 12 written 1, 2, 3, 4 times. So we can write 12 times 4. 4 times 2 is 8. 4 times 1 is 4. So that's 48. That matches. Yellow. 12 plus 12 is 24. Yep. 12. 1, 2, 3. So that's 12 times 3 is 36. And then that's half. So half of 12 is 6. Add 6 to it. 3, 4. 42. Yep. 42 for blue. Makes sense. And then we have red. So then we have 12. And then half of 12 is 6. So then we add 6, 7, 8. Yep, that's 18. So G is correct. So that's why we are crossing it out, because we're looking for the one that's wrong. Now we're left with H and J. All right. So we got a bar graph. So we got white, which is 48. And it goes against this line, which is 48. Yellow stops here. Match that line. Bring it down here, 24. Yep. Blue is 42. So then it's in between 40 and 48. That looks pretty accurate. Maybe? I don't know. It doesn't look quite right. Because then there's a line missing here. So, this could be wrong. So I'm just going to like put a check mark by it. Then we got red, which is on, ooh, 8. It's supposed to be 18. It's on 16. This one could be wrong. This one could be our answer, but let's double check. We're going to check J, okay? Just because you think you know you found the answer, it never hurts to make sure. Hang on.
The interruption. If you have not done your 9:30 attendance, can you please do so now? Thank you.
All right, so back to J. Again, as I said, H could be our answer, but we need to double check to make sure that this is incorrect or correct as well, okay? So then for this one, this picture means 6. Okay. So then, again, I'm going to use multiplication because it's a little bit faster, but if you prefer to add all of them, that is okay too. So 6 is written down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 6 times 8 is 48. This is why, boys and girls, every time on Schoology, I say, memorize your multiplication facts, because look how fast that I'm able to solve these problems, okay? So it's really important that these are memorized, okay? Yellow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 times 4, 24, it's matching. Blue, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6 times 7 is 42, still matches. Then we got 1, 2, 3, 6 times 3 is 18. So J is correct. Always double check. H is the wrong representation of this information, and that is what we were looking for, boys and girls. Always look for clue words and make sure you are reading everything carefully so that you understand what it is you're trying to solve. Okay, last problem. Okay. We have another pictograph representation for this set of numbers. Here we go. The list shows the number of ribbons of each color that a school ordered for a science fair. 12 blue, 18 red, 36 green, and 60 purple. So, which pictograph best represents the information in the list? Okay. Now, we need to really make sure that we know what number the picture represents. So for each one, we have different numbers. So for A, the ribbon means 4. For B, the ribbon means 6. For C, the ribbon means 12. And then D, the ribbon means 9. So we need to go through each one of these to see which one is correct. Because as you saw with the other problems, there's only one little section that could be different from all the rest. So you always, always check your work. Yes, it is a lot of work, but a lot of work is important because we are teaching you how important it is to find the information and to work hard for it. It's really important because that's life, boys and girls. We always got to work hard in order to make sure that we do things correctly. Okay? All right. So this means 4. So for blue, we have 12. So I'm using multiplication again. So 4, 1, 2, 3 written 12. That's 12. Okay. Then we got 4. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times 4 is, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 times 4 is 20. That doesn't match, but let's just be careful, okay? So then we have green. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 times 4 is 36. Okay. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 15 times 4 is 60. So this one's correct, but this one part is not. So A is not our answer because we want to find the best pictograph, the best one. So the one that's correct this time. So this one's not correct because 1 is wrong within this whole thing, which makes the whole thing wrong. Okay, let's go to B. So this time it's 6. So 6 plus 6 is 12. Then we have 6 times 3, which is 18. Okay. We got 6 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is 36. It matches. Then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 times 6 is 54. So that is not correct because all of them need to be right, not just a couple. All of them need to be right. So that's why A is wrong and B is wrong. Now we are left with C and D. All right, each ribbon means 12. All right, so that's 12. So then if a picture's cut in half, you need to automatically know what's half of 12, boys and girls? 6, because 6 plus 6 makes 12. Half of 12 is 6. So we have 12 and 6, 12 plus 6. So 12 plus 6, that's 18. Then we have green, which was 36. Now we got 1, 2, 3. So that's where multiplication comes in because you do 12 plus 12 plus 12. But 12 times 3 makes it faster, which is 36, because you go 2 times 3 is 6, and then 3 go across is 1, 36. Okay, then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 12 times 5. 2 times 5 is 10. 0, carry the 1. Then you go across. 5 times 1 is 5, plus 1 is 6. So all these numbers match over here, so this could be our answer. But we're double checking anyway, because we need to make sure that that is our correct answer. All right, so ribbon needs 9. So blue, 9 plus 9 is 18. Stop right there. I already know that blue is 12, so we know that D is automatically wrong. So C is our correct answer for this pictograph representation. All right, boys and girls. So if you need to rewatch this video so that you know step by step what you need to do, please do so. Also, remember that you can meet with Mrs. Strasbaugh at 9 a.m. so that you can get further understanding and practice on this before you submit your work. All right, boys and girls, make sure you go back into Schoology and work through all the problems that you need to work through. And if you have any questions, make sure to join in on Zoom. It has been a pleasure to teach you this morning, and I will talk to you next time. Farewell!